Can McCaffrey?
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in Uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Tennessee Titans and the Carolina Panthers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. To the tight end Walker, right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by their now 30-year-old quarterback, Cam Newton, MVP of the league back in 2015.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Newton, quick slant, caught by Moore. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mark 55! Mark 55! All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. 12 yards there and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 11 carries, 76 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
From the 44, Newton on the move to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Even at the age of 30, Cam says it's just a number. Still a real threat running the football. We all know about the touchdowns, but ran for 488 yards last season. That was 4th among all NFL quarterbacks. He can still tote the mail.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Newton. His throw caught at about the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion.
The pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Shaq tops it, making his presence felt on the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Here's Mariota. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Taken in at the 22. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. They'll run it now with Pumphrey, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
What's that? Right to the 3. Let's go. Tie it left. 3 down.
Cam's going to run it out. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A second down run with Lewis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Third and long here for Mariota. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. This is McCaffrey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. From the 24, Newton over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on second down. Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Newton. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Right there. 54. Right
They will go for it. Now Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A gain of 3, second down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. From midfield now on second down. Newton, he was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
Steps away, and he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Here's Newton. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup. Relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Newton flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Wake, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. The shotgun snap for Newton. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Newton now to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Newton is going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Christian McCaffrey, last year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Here's Newton. They will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Newton now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
25, check 25, check 25. Check 4, check 8, 8.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
From the gun, Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Mike Evans. As the first half is winding down. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Panthers set to take over. Last week they got the victory against the San Francisco 49ers. They've got the lead in this one as well right now. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Newton looking left side. That's caught by Moore. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? That might be any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
McCaffrey on the counter. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
McCaffrey. Oh, spinning away. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Newton. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. Well, there you go. From red zone to red zone on that fumble return.
It's amazing how fast things can turn around, isn't it? I mean, it looks like one team's driving, got everything taken care of. All of a sudden, the ball's on the ground or popped in the air, and whoosh, there you go in the other direction. Good job by the defense. You see how they practiced that, too. You can tell. Coordinated. As soon as they got the ball, everyone turned to block someone and try and help them along the way.
And now set up here in terrific field position.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton flushed out right. He may try, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. With those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle. 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Mariota now. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Brett Kern now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. We remind you that coming up later tonight, we've got a good AFC battle in Baltimore. The Super Bowl champs, New England, in town to take on the Ravens. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, the Cowboys and the Giants from MetLife Stadium to wrap up this first weekend in November. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
20. 55, Mike, got 55. 65, 55.
Throwing is Newton. He's got Evans. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Let's go.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put you
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That's what I'm talking about.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Express. Banjo. Mike. Express. Check, 55, Mike. Pick it up. Check.
Operating from the gun. Newton. And this one out for Evans. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
16 yards, a first down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. On 2nd and 7, Newton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And a catch right side by Evans. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And his kick here is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Mariota. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact that a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
Ready, break.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. From just shy of midfield, Greer. Throw left side complete. It's Moore. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now Greer. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Check.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Scarlett. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point right down the middle. A 4th quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that,